Football lovers, sanibonani. Welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbongi Nkosi. Ngithembe ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. Today we'll talk about four players. We'll talk about Kabelo Ngwesa, Offense Ngosana, Khanyisa Mayo, bese sivala ngaye uDylan Solomon. Kodwa ke niyazi nani ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi siye kude ngicela ningisize ngento yodwa ngokulike nokusubscribe to the channel if awuka subscribe. Kodwa ke maso subscribeile, danke kaningi. Asivele sihlalo dabeni. In the left back position we have three players currently. Spaseka Mako, Bradley Cross and Nkanyisa Shinga. Nkanyisa Shinga, we haven't seen much of him. He played only one game and he got injured. Spaseka Mako, we've seen that offensively he's good, but defensively he's not good. He's the opposite of Bradley Cross. Bradley Cross, defensively, yes, he's very sound, but offensively, he's not sound. And I'm hearing people saying with the Kaizer Chiefs should sign a left back that is a hybrid. Of which I'm not against that, but why waste money if you can be able to take one of your own, the one that you developed in the DDC? Because I believe this season it is better because the signings will be made because there's a desperation. But they will be made because they want to add on what they have, even though there are other players that I believe will be released. Excuse me. With DDC, Kaizer Chiefs alone, I'm a player. I believe, as I've said, it's Kabelo Ngwesa and Offense Ngwesa. Both players are hybrid players. Kabelo Ngwesa has speed, can play left back, and can also play as a left wing back. He's very versatile, can also play as a left center back. The only thing that I might say it won't work in favor for them. For him, as we know, with experience is important, especially coming to a league whereby there's no time for you to relax on the ball because you are playing against teams that are competitive also, that want to win. And obviously, in an environment like this, you know you have to do everything precise compared to ama youth ranks, as we saw with DDC. But Ngwesa, one thing you know, defensively he's good, offensively he's also good. The only thing that I believe if Kaizer Chiefs can manage to do is to integrate him in such a way it will allow him not to feel the pressure of wanting to perform because it seems like all the hopes of the fans are on his shoulders. But in such a way, he will understand okay, this is how in top flight football I have to carry myself. So that simply means one thing, I have to let the game grow into me. The same thing with the offense in Ngosana, Bambizo the flesh, because going forward, he has a blistering pace. But one thing I love about him is the fact that Yena, compared to Ngwesa, he got an opportunity to go and play top flight football as he was loaned to Kasrek Stars alongside Umangoba Ozome. And I won't say he played much, but that valuable experience that he got will help him a long way. Players like that, I believe, with Chiefs once produce a player like Unjabulo Blom. Yes, during those days, Kaizer Chiefs wasn't as vulnerable as it is now. I believe it was the tenor of Owen Smith. But one thing about these two players is that if they can be nurtured, they can be groomed correctly, and they do the job perfectly, coaches, they can be part of the team that I believe with the 2 years to 3 years to come, they can be players that can be starters for the Chiefs. As we know, now we have Cross, we have Umago, we have Ushinga. But you can also count them in. At least to promote or give one an opportunity. We saw Ngwesa the season that just ended before it started. They went with him in Netherlands for a preseason. And another thing, these players won't play for long with DDC because age is not standing still, and it looks like they've outgrown the league itself. Sekudinga ukuthi babe in an environment that is going to challenge them now, because it looks like it is easy for them now. Kodwa akasikho lapho. Let's shift to another topic. Let's discuss about uKhanyisa Mayo. According to uCalvary, Best of Chiefs, is saying that Kaizer Chiefs might get uKhanyisa Mayo for free. Based on what? Based on the fact that when CR Belouizdad signed uKhanyisa Mayo from Cape Town City, they promised to give them $1 million, which approximately is 16 million rands. And up to now, they were failing to fulfill that promise to Cape Town City. And that's the reason why uKhanyisa Mayo filed a complaint against CR Belouizdad. That ended up making them to be banned from registering players both locally and internationally. And they were also fined $200,000. And that simply means that if Kaizer Chiefs can profit from this situation, there will be no need for them to sign him, because they were obligated, even though Kaizer Chiefs could decide not to sign him. But now things will work in their favor by getting him for free, because of that thing that they are failing to fulfill the promise to Cape Town City and also uKhanyisa Mayo, because they are outstanding payments. So the question is, do you still need uKhanyisa Mayo at Chiefs? Or he should just be released? And I was one of the people that I'd say, okay, I was a bit skeptical about him being a player that will be kept at Chiefs. But I was not considering the fact that injuries got the better out of him, and he didn't get a game time that would make him play to his level best. And the way he was used, it wasn't the best way. And another thing, he didn't have a preseason as the other guys, because his situation was different from other players. Singayibeka ukuthi icishe ifane nabo Velepai and Obartman. They didn't have a preseason because of the ongoing cases. And uKhanyisa Mayo yena, that issue that he had with Coach Ramovic, saying that he's not part of his plans. Psychologically, that can have an effect on a player. And he scored 2 goals. And the reason why I was criticizing him, it is because I know that a player of his stature is capable of doing more, regardless of circumstances that he finds himself facing. So giving him another shot for next season, I think it don't hurt much, as we have many strikers that I believe they can equally contribute to the club's success, including uKhanyisa Mayo. But also, if Chiefs decide not to keep him, I don't think it will be a problem also. We'll still remain with Flavio da Silva, Gospower, Etiosa Igodaro, Luke Bartman, Ashley Dupreez. I don't know about Maurice ukuthi yena situation yakhe ime kanjani. And then let's close with Dylan Solomons. Dylan Solomons is one of the players that his contract is coming to an end May 30 June. And now he doesn't know where does his future stand right now. Will the team decide to renew the contract, or he must just go and find a team elsewhere, as there were speculations that Amazon FC are interested in him? I was looking at his age. He's 29 years. I looked at the age of Gamonyana, 26. I looked at the age of Riff Rosler, 28. And if you look at the career that he had, or Dylan Solomons at Chiefs, his first 2 seasons were not that good because of injuries were attacking him repeatedly. But the season that just ended, when they decided, let's sign Umonyane, that's where he decided, let me up my game. and we all saw the input and output from Engineer Tekis. So now the thing is, did he do enough for Chiefs to decide to renew his contract and extend his stay at Naturen? That's the ultimate question. So I don't know about you. How do you think must be done? What do you think should be done? He must be kept or he must be released, as there's a cover there. And there's also another player, I believe, if Chiefs decides not to extend the contract yakhe, uSifiso Thimba naye was loaned out to Kruger United ukuthi ayothola ini experience. He can play naye ku right back, because these youngsters I've mentioned, there's no need for them to be under pressure of wanting to perform, because there are other players that can play ahead of them. But what should be done about them is that they should be integrated. Thabang Mathululi, there's a rumor out there saying that he's headed at Orlando Pirates. And if there's another right back that I think Kaizer Chiefs can go for, if they're looking for experience, if they decide to release Dylan Solomon, there's Luandile Mabuya from Richards Bay. Another good right back that can defend, that can attack, has good crosses. Same style of play, just like Uriv Rosler. And gay experience, and already he has it. He is a seasonal player at Richards Bay, even though there was a time he got some injuries. So tell me in the comment section, what do you think about all the players that I've mentioned? Should they go? Should they be kept? Should Kaizer Chiefs give these three youngsters an opportunity? Kusina team, you decide.